I'm here to discuss about something which you call as desire. Something which is always kept inside you. I'll start my presentation first with something which I was 20 years ago. This is me, 20 years ago. The only difference which you can find here is I grew up, and the only thing which is common is the sari and the dupatta, the way I used to carry it in. The sense of femininity or the sense of heteronormativity was shunned off by me at a very tender age. And I think it is always shunned off by many like me at a very tender age. I was always desiring to wear something which I can, and today I'm wearing what I am, a sari. I was always inspired by something which was not outside, it was something within me. It is not that I've been looking at people and then I've been realizing that what I need to see, what I need to wear. It was always within my heart. If I would have been choosing by looking at people around me, I would have lost my way all the way around. Today, if we look into our history, into our culture, we can see men used to wear a sari in our histories as well. I'll give you examples for that. Lord Shiva, and he disguised as a Mohini avatar and as a gopi. He took a gopi rupa to witness the pastimes of Lord Krishna. He wore a sari that time. And a Lord Vishnu as well. This is Lord Shiva dressed as a little gopi wearing a little sari. Another one is Branala, the very character from Mahabharata. In the kingdom of King Virat, when Arjuna was in his 13th year of exile, he had to turn himself into a eunuch and wear a sari. And then the last and the very important portion of a Mahabharata was Shikhandini or Shikhandi, who wore a sari and who took a rebirth to kill Bhishma Pitama, who was invincible. The basic point which I'm trying to make here is everyone has a right to do whatever they want to, and they all wore saris. That is, to be proved, men wore a sari. The basic thing about me when I started wearing a sari was like probably in 2017. I was always keen and looking at Rekha, the way she used to carry her saris. I used to follow her pages. I used to look into her images, and I was really, really inspired by what she used to do. But I never gave up. My mother used to say, "Is there any boy who would look into Rekha ji's account?" I said, "Yes, I am there. Why not everybody else do?" So my mother always used to think that if I'm a boy, I should look into some other people. She always used to think that I will be Vivekanand, and she made me a Vivekanand when I was into a fancy dress competition in my school. Well, to be honest, I have some devotional qualities like he had, but the other qualities of wearing a sari, which it isn't. Another very important person in my life I wanted to discuss about was Himanshu Verma. I met him in 2017 for the first time. He's the first sari man of our country. It was one of his sari events in 2017 when he asked me and invited me for an exhibition. He asked me to try one of his very fabulous red and white Assamese sari. Earlier, I hesitated a bit, but I was like, I always used to carry a jacket, which is, I don't care. This is the picture from that day. I posted it on the internet, and I posted it writing a caption, "I don't care, and I love it." That was the day I gave up all the inhibitions. I shunned away everything which I wanted to, because I wanted to be myself. I wanted to live the life I want to live. There are many people who will be really commenting upon the way I wear a sari, or if I'm carrying something as heels, which are meant for females. But to be very honest, if we look into our past history, British history, men used to wear heels, not females. It was females who took heels from men. When everything has been coming into our gender fluidity, heteronormativity is not a concept which we should be always tagging around with. We think that we all are cisgenders. We are born with what gender we are assigned at our birth. Let me be very honest with you guys. We are not the ones we are assigned at the birth. We are what we desire to be. It is only the keen, pulsating desire which is deep inside us, which keeps us going on. If I would have taken up a step back when people would be commenting upon me wearing a sari, I would have really given up. One more important person in my life who came in recent years was my partner. He's the only one who always used to support me that I wear a sari or wear heels while I'm going to club. And he's sitting right there in the audience. I was always inspired by what everybody said to me. My mother used to say, and still says, God has given us 2 ears. Listen from one, take it from the other out. But I used to take the positive points and neglect the negatives. Always I've been commenting upon, because I'm a teacher as well. I teach English to kids. My only thing was that if I go to a village area and teach my kids down there, will I be accepted? But the best part is, I'm the best teacher of the school. They have been giving me awards every month. They have been giving me love, which is unconditional. I never thought it, that if I'm going to a village area and imparting what I know, will it be something useful? I always used to think that if I am being myself, am I doing something which is not correct? Am I questioning somebody's sexuality? Or am I being myself? When I always thought about the other thing, it's Rekha. She was the one who used to inspire me. Last time as well, like a few days ago, I was watching her videos wearing a sari, and I loved this color, what she's wearing here, and I think I tried to match her. Something which always drew me towards her was the Kanjivaram silk. It is the best garment I always love to wear. If I talk about my school once again, my principal, my teachers have always accepted me by whatever I'm wearing. If I go to a school wearing a dupatta or a necklace or even my heels, they accept me. If we think that if we are going to a very secluded area of a village, sorry to say that people would be commenting upon your sexuality, or people would be saying that, oh, from the front he looks like a man, from the back he looks like a female. But I close my eyes, I listen to what they say, and accept what they say. Because the only thing which I'm always trying to teach people is, we need to educate the society. Education is the only thing which we require today. Educating in terms of sexuality. It is not about heteronormativity that we are going to the strictures, what we are following. We looked into our history, we looked into our culture, we looked into our present. Everything is there relating to sari. I'm not the one who's promoting sari to a man. I'm not saying that all the men should come tomorrow wearing a sari. I'm not doing that. But if you desire to, if you want to wear a dress, do it. We see women, we see girls wearing pants every day and walking and strutting down the streets. But what if we see something like that? We have seen Anoki, we have seen Chipa, and we have Sabyasachi wearing the floral prints these days, and that's a gown. We have Ranveer Singh in our film industry these days, who has been breaking the boundaries of gender and being fluid about what we should and what we should not wear. He's wearing all the colors which were earlier meant to be given only for females. The prints The floral prints, which used to be only meant for females, are born and worn by men these days. And what about this then? If we have seen the recent Oscar awards, Billy Porter walked in wearing a tuxedo gown. Everybody was shocked, but what when we see something else like that? Else Fisher and Tommy wearing, what is it? A formal. When we see something like this, we are normal with it. But when we see something like that, sees apart. The only question about it is that why we do not let everybody be what they are. Why we have to question about somebody's sexuality or somebody's desire to wear what they want to. It is not that we are harnessing somebody's future, or we say that we are promoting homosexuality and we are asking men to become homosexuals. Darlings, it is not a disease which we are carrying. It is not something which we call as a disease that everybody can wear, everybody can do it. It is not transversible, and it is not communicable. If we touch you, you do not become a eunuch, you do not become gay, you do not become homosexual. You still stay unaffected. You are still the same heterosexual which you are today. My only question to everybody here is, we are educated about it. We are learning what we are doing today. But are we letting other people as homosexuals, letting their lives to be as they want to? When I and a partner go to a club in like Saturday nights and all, and the way we dance is what we want to do. But why do question people? People look into us, but the basic thing is that other people who are surrounding us, who are the total managements of the club, they really respect us and they give us a protection. They say, sir, you can dance here. Nobody's going to interrupt you. But why do we require protections? Do a so-called straight couple require protection? Do a so-called straight heterosexual couple will be accepting if somebody else is looking at them? Then why a homosexual couple should? We are happy to see you. We are happy to be amongst you. But accept us. The only thing is accepting. When you guys will start accepting, the basic thing will come to your mind is, yes, live and let live. When the concept of living and let living comes to your mind, I will be there and you guys will be here. Thank you.